What is hatching, Tug Peeps? Oldmantup coming at you today, looking nice and pasty. Don't know why the light is making me look like a friggin' ghost today, but that is the case. And we are playing the exception in the Tampa Bay Luxrays, and we're gonna look at what we got at team preview right here. If you didn't see the team builder, what we have is Scarf Ditto, physically bulky, Rocky Helmet Zapdos, Life Orb, Swords Dance, Lucario, not Swords Dance, Dragon Dance, Dragonium Z, Zygarde, Specially Defensive Contrary Lurantis, and Specially Defensive Empoleon. Now, disclaimer, something happened, and I'm not blaming anyone on this. My Empoleon set is not what I put in the team builder. I don't know if I sent the wrong Empoleon set to my Jenner or not, but what I ended up with was a calm, max special attack, max speed Empoleon. And I'm mentioning that now, and you will find out why later. Just tuck that nugget right here, put it like you're saving that as a stogie for later, and you're gonna pull it out and light it up when I tell you to. Don't smoke, kids. It's not good for you. But let's take a look at, now that we're 2 minutes into the video, what the exception, who is Ryan, brought against us this week. And I'm recording in a little bit different format because I'm gonna have to pause and start, and I am terrible at editing, so I apologize. So what we are going to do is, stuffing things. So that's why. He brought Zoroark, which I'm guessing is Scarfed off the bat. I don't really know, though. Specs could be dangerous. The only thing it doesn't outspeed on my team is the Mega Beedrill, which I didn't bring. Kingdra, Snorlax, the Shaman, which has me rattled because I love Shaman and I know what it can do. Bronzong and Heracross. Not sure about the Heracross set. Could be Scarf to outspeed some things, or it could not be. But I mean, Heracross is just a holy terror, and we don't want that thing to get set up in our face. So that's what we got. I hope I muted this, because if not, it's going to be ridiculously loud. But that's what we're going to do. And just go over, check out the exception. His links will be in the description down below. Want to thank the boys at the front office, Bill Standish and Trogdor, for helping me out this week with our team build. And if I didn't say so, this is week 6 of the NPA Season 4. As mentioned in the team builder yesterday, that both me and the exception are 2-3, losing our first 3 games and winning our last 2 going into this. Excuse me. So that's a little bit of excitement, a little bit of extra edge put onto this match that I need the coffee to calm the nerves about. But anyways, we're going to lead off with Ditto. Not sure what he would want to lead off. Thought maybe we would see a quick Scarf Heracross right off the bat, or anything else like that. But we are going to, as you see, we're going to lead off with Remix, and he's going to send out Hercules, and exactly what I feared was going to happen. Now, you're going to see me switch out Remix right here, and I was so confused at this point. I'm like, I've never had Ditto on my team before that I've used on Wi-Fi. Why didn't it change? I know it has Imposter. I checked. And it's just like... So, I'm thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, one of two things is happening here. A game mechanic I wasn't 100% certain on, or Ditto was genned improperly. It turns out Ditto was gen 100% the way I asked for it. What happened was something that I wasn't thinking about going into this, nor did I know prior to this match. Imposter does not work on the illusion of Zygarde. Zygarde. Of Zoroark. So that is why Remix did not change into his Zoroark, or Heracross in this case, because it is the Zoroark. Now that we have that, we just switch out Big Burb, which was our immediate answer to this, and he's going to U-turn out, which lets us know immediately that this is in fact Zoroark, because Heracross does not get U-turn, and he's using the Zoroark with U-turn. That doesn't tell us a lot right off the bat. Now he switches in his Snorlax here. We're gonna get the static paralysis right away, which is a 30% chance. We're just gonna roar out here in the event he wanted to curse up or do anything else like that. It was also nice to get a good gauge on how much a body slam from that would be, and we are going to hit this bad boy with a Thunderbolt, and that does just less than half. So another Thunderbolt puts this thing, if possible, min-max rolls. I didn't do the calc. The possibility that we could take this out. He's going to take us all the way down to 1 HP. Now, we were sitting above half going into that. So we know for a fact at this point we cannot take another Scald here. Now, it makes me a little upset. I was thinking possibly a Draco, and we could live at that point and just roost up and outpace it. Now, right here, I should have been running my calcs and wasn't, and this is where I should have known for a fact that this Empoleon is not what I wanted, because max HP, max special defense, which is what I thought I had going into the match, would have taken that with ease, and that does a huge chunk of damage. And I was just like, diggity dang, that Kingdra is on fire. But that wasn't the case. As mentioned in the beginning of the video, we have a max speed, max special attack, max special attack Empoleon. Let's go. But yeah, that does about 30% damage. He's just going to continue to Scald, trying to get some damage on us. That's probably the best thing he has to hit us with. We're just going to set up the Stealth Rocks here. I thought he might switch out at that point, considering he doesn't have a great answer to us right now. So Poseidon's sitting right about just below 50 HP. He's going to go for the Ice Beam here, predicting the switch into something to take the Scald, which I'm going to guess was Lurantis. And we're just going to go for a Scald of our own to gauge the damage, and that does a pretty decent chunk for a quad-resisted hit. Now, the Rain's going to go out here, so he is either going to Rain Dance again to get the double speed, or he's going to switch out. Either way, Scald is our best bet, because if he doesn't set up the Rain Dance and switches out, we hit something with a Scald, possibly burning it on the switch in, or he sets up the Rain for us, which is going to boost our Scald on him. Now, we are both shooting Scalds back and forth for days, and neither one of us has netted a burn yet, which I guess is fortunate for both of us that it didn't happen one way or other. But we are going to take out the Kingdra there. That was a huge threat to the team, as I didn't have anything after Empoleon really to stop that thing from running Ruck Shot on the team. Lurantis might have been able to take a hit, but I don't know at that point. Now, wait for it. Pause. Here is where it is important to know that Empoleon is calm, max special attack, max speed. Because the exception and I talked at length after this match. He did not invest in speed in his Heracross. And Hercules, I highly endorse that name for a Heracross, as we use similar variants when we had Heracross on our team. You are going to see an Empoleon outspeed a Heracross here. Now, bear in mind, we were seriously confused after the match trying to calc this, because, like I said, I thought going into this match that I had a calm max HP, max special defense variant. But I leave it in and go for a Scald here. And as we are going to see, this is going to straight up one-shot this. And great googly moogly, both of us were so stinking confused after that happened. It was just like, what in the world just happened? I honestly thought I had missed him missing a mega horn or something like that when it happened. We both had to go back and watch the video to confirm the fact that it outpaced. And that is when I checked the stats of Empoleon and confirmed the fact that it was a a calm max special attack, max speed variant. So that was a very, very fortunate, unfortunate event, or a fortunate mishap, as it allowed me to outspeed Heracross and take it out in one hit. And that was not a damage roll. We did the calcs, if I understand correctly, after Stealth Rock damage with the rain, at the health I was, because I believe I was in torrent range at that point. Scald killed 100% of the time with 252 investment with a neutral special attack nature, which was just fantastic and confusing and wonderful all at the same time. I'm sure not for the exception, but for me. So again, Empoleon is proving its worth its weight in gold. So yeah, he's gonna switch out Boron here, which is his Bronzong, and I'm just like, why wouldn't we stay in and scald this thing in the face? It could be Earthquake, it could be Gyro Ball, and with the boost from the rain, we're going to hit this thing really stinking hard and guarantee we're going to outspeed it if we outspeed a Heracross. Because like I said, mid-match I wasn't 100% certain what was going on. But at this point, Empoleon has stopped the things it needs to stop, and I had no reason not to switch it out from in front of that Bronzong. Now, we hit the Snorlax for a huge amount of damage there while the rain was up, and now that the rain isn't, and I think leftovers took us out of torrent range, this Scald isn't going to do nearly as much damage, and our only hope at that point for us to beat it right there would have been for it to suffer a paralysis that turn, and we got the exact same roll. Or a little bit more, because I think this is a leftovers variant. We are going to switch out here. We're going to go into Big Meaty Claws. He's either going to show that he is rest with 2 attacks and curse, or that he is rest, sleep talk, curse, body slam. And he is going to sleep talk and get cursed this turn, so he is 1 point ahead of us in the attack and defense raising department. But because he is cursing and lowering his speed, we're guaranteed to outspeed this, and we go for a superpower, and that does pretty pitiful damage. I mean, that is like 10-15%. Now bear in mind, Reflect is still up, and he is +1 ahead of us, like I said before. He's gonna rest, he's gonna sleep talk this turn, gonna get another rest. We do see that it is the leftovers variant, and that leaves us with just having taken very little of his health left. But we can continue to superpower. Again, even with the boost, not going to do a whole heck of a lot. He is going to wake up and just outright body slam us here. I don't know if he wanted to get max damage, he could before we were superpowering in his face, but he is going to get a turn 1 paralysis from the body slam, which I think is a 30% chance if I'm not mistaken, which is super unfortunate for us. He is going to just start cursing up in our face now until he gets a few more curses up. With the paralysis, we are definitely slower than it. We don't get paralyzed this turn, and we're going to superpower, and after I see that much damage, we definitely got a super crit there. Now, let me explain why that crit was so huge and so much damage there. It broke through the reflect, and it broke through his stat boost. So that super crit just destroyed his face, which is awesome because it's going to stop him from setting up in our face and possibly winning the stall war, because we will run out of superpowers before he runs out of rests and things of that nature. But that, I don't like to try and even out hacks, because you never know in a match what is more important, what isn't more important. That was really important for us at this point in the match, because he was setting up in our face, and we are 25% likely to be paralyzed every single turn, and all he needs is that 1 or 2 turns to get ahead of us, and then it won't matter whether the reflect is there or not. And it was just getting spooky at that range, where I was going to have to time getting Zapdos in when he rested to not possibly take a body slam damage, and hopefully not get the body slam sleep talk while we roar it out. And that was looking to get really hairy. Unfortunately, it didn't come to that, and Lurantis is just going to bop that thing right in the face with a crit. Scourge is going to come out here, and that is his Shaman. And it isn't his Shaman, because Shaman hasn't been on the field yet, and we saw Stealth Rock damage there. So that is going to show us that this is, in fact, his Zoroark. But that's okay, because we are packing the Leech Life. That's what we're going to go for here. He's going to go for the Flamethrower, which again confirms that it is a Zoroark and not his Shaman. But we're going to get paralyzed. We're not going to be able to take it out. And at this point, I really don't have much of a need to save this. His Reflect is going to wear off, which is going to make all our hits do a lot more damage. He's just going to go for another Flamethrower. So I'm like, okay, Lurantis is down. We're still sitting in a pretty position. Shaman's out. I can go into Remix. We're scarfed. And then I'm just like, did I seriously make that mistake? And I'm like, we learned in the beginning of the match that you don't get the imposter when it is on Zoroark's illusion. And I just switched this thing out, and as soon as I clicked the button, I was like, son of a gun. Did you really just do that? Are you choking this match away after Arceus gifted you that super crit on Snorlax? What are you doing, kid? You're killing me. And that's exactly what I did. So I'm going to hard switch back out into Empoleon here, which is our next most expendable Mon at this point. And I thought it was possible that we could take 2 Flamethrowers. Again, at this point, I didn't really know that I wasn't max HP, max special defense. So, thought maybe I'd take 2 Flamethrowers. I'm not going to. But Poseidon is going to be able to go down here. I'm going to bring Baron out, which is going to, I thought, would scare this thing out with the thought of getting Extreme Sped in the face. It is going to break the illusion, but not going to be enough to take it out. And he's just going to continue to Flamethrower here. And based off of what he's doing, I'm thinking he's choice locked one way or another into this. With him having U-turn, I'm guessing he picked this Choice Scarf to outspeed Mega Beedrill, which was confirmed after the match. He is going to Flamethrower us here, which isn't going to do a whole heck of a lot. And as long as he doesn't get a cheeky burn from the Flamethrower, we can just Dragon Dance in this thing's face for days. Now, not knowing 100% at this point what his item was, I am going to set up a second Dragon Dance, because I do not want him switching out, coming back in, outspeeding us still, and me not picking the appropriate attack, going for something other than Extreme Speed and getting HP Ice to the face. He's going to switch out Shaman. We are at +2/+2, and we are going to break out the Z move. We have the Dragonium Z with Outrage, and we're going to drop a Devastating Draco And I don't know if I just never seen this animation to this point or not, but holy freaking crap, is this a beautiful animation. And wham bam, thank you ma'am, critical hit not needed whatsoever. A +2 outrage, devastating Drake just destroys everything's face. John Cena's going to come back out here. He's going to die to Stealth Rocks. And last but not least, I believe it's his last mon, he has Boron. Maybe. Is it his last mon? He has Boron. We are going to drop the 1,000 arrows, which is just going to destroy this thing at +2 because he is at 25 to 30 health at this point, %. And I believe that is the end of his team, and we're going to come out with a... Was that a 4-0 or a 3-0? Alright, we're going to pause it there before it goes dark. What did we lose that match? We lost Lurantis, we lost Lucario, we lost Empoleon. So that was a 3-0 victory because we had Zygarde, Zapdos, and the Ditto in our back pocket at that point. So GG to the exception. A very weird match as far as the way that the RNG went for some of the hacks with the paralysis and the super crit, which definitely I think tipped the scale in my favor as far as luck went in that match. Yeah, so we are sitting at 3-3 record, and I think we have a positive differential. I don't remember what it is at this point. We're like +2, +3. I don't know, but it's positive, and that's awesome because it's been a long time since I've had a positive differential in this or the GBA, and that is just fantastico. I'm excited, and I can't wait to move forward with this momentum. But anyways, guys, this has been Oldmantup. I hope you enjoyed the match. Be sure to roast me in the comment section below for not knowing about Illusion and then making the mistake twice, a second time switching into it expecting to get that U-turn that it had. So yeah, roast them all day long. Let me see some fire down there. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the battle. I was very happy with the way it turned out. Yeah, but anyways, like I said, go check out the exception. His link will be in the comment section. Yeah, in the comment section. His link will be in the description down below. This has been Oldmantup for week 6 of the NPA season 4, sitting 3-3, pretty with an even record. I'm Oldmantup, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.